Not, probably doesn't matter. Dang it! Come on. All right. Well, I don't remember. I go on a lot of auctions. I don't remember why I ordered this parcel, what I thought it was, or what I was doing. It's not what I would normally buy, but I think we need to try and make this something fun. And honestly, it was a fun auction, I remember, and I've actually been on the auctions since then and bought other things that hopefully work out to be even better than this. But I think it'll be a fun video. Let's see if we can't go through this and see if we can't find a couple pieces that are fun to cut. See if we can't get a couple of, maybe a couple of 1 carat or close to a carat stones here. And if you were to buy one of these smaller, you know, I would call this a chip parcel. It's primarily chips, and there's a couple here that wouldn't be chips, like that one wouldn't be a chip, and you know, there's a few here. You know, all of this is nice color if you were going to do inlay or whatever you're going to do. I mean, look at the crazy color in that. But I mean, what you got to realize is that that color is all surrounded by not healthy potch, but just sand and stuff. So that becomes hard. But so that'll be the goal today. Is I didn't pay a ton for this parcel. Let's see if we can still make money on it. If you get one of these chip parcels and it's smaller pieces, let's see if we can't find a stone in here or two that make a fun cutting episode tonight. I'm still waiting on the Andamuka matrix. It's still in the acid. All right, we're in the Opal cave. Right here behind me, I got the matrix finishing up the treatment there. And I was going to do a video tonight, and we're going to change it. So I've been waiting for a package. I didn't even, I mean, you just saw what we're looking at here. And so then I thought, well, this will be fun to kind of take a different tact here. So we got some stuff that's smaller than I expected, but it's a very pretty material. There's lots of color in it with lots of issues and sand and stuff like that. So rather than go for, hey, let's buy some stuff and see how big of a gem we can cut, let's see if we can get some, let's see if we can go Operation 1 carat. If we can cut something with 1 carat that's a nice stone out of, and pick the biggest and best possibilities out of the parcel. And this one right here was the little knobby, but I think that, I mean, that one looks like it was rubbed and didn't have any color in it, so probably not much chance there. This one's clearly got some color, but it's very sandy. We got problems. We got some that might be straightforward, like this one right here. Might get us our 1 carat, but we're going to try, without spending a ton of time, you know, out of this inexpensive parcel of smaller bits, can we get something? You know, is there value in these parcels that are smaller and less expensive? That's the goal tonight. See what we can get. Okay. Let's turn on some water. Let me show you our contenders. Get a little water on them so you can see. Like I said, this one would have been exciting if there was any color sitting on that black potch, a little lightning ridge knobby. But it looks like somebody already peeked into it and decided there wasn't anything there. We'll finish peeking into it and see if maybe they missed something. We got this little white guy right here, black and then white. It's got some color in it. It's got a little color bar in it. I don't know how bright it's going to be, but that one could easily cut something that's a carat. This one, it's thin, sand, and crack. So we got an uphill battle with that one, but the color's nice. So that one's a possibility. If we lost it at the crack and had to get this side over here, there's still a possibility of a carat right there. So there's a contender. This one right here is interesting. It's a crystal with blue, but it's shot full of sand. Again, it looks to me like it's been snipped, and it looks way better on the camera than in real person, but it's been snipped and then nothing in there that made anybody want to cut it. This one's actually got a nice color bar, but only about half of it. So it only goes to about there, so you got about that much. That's not going to cut a carat, but it might cut a little pointer that's good. Straightforward blue piece. again, way better on camera than to my eye, but that'll cut something almost for sure. That's going to get a carrot. This one's the best looking color in the bunch, but if you look at how it waves and undulates and goes in and out and up and down in sand, that little crystal piece right there is probably a heartbreaker, but we're going to give it a chance, see if we can't get something out of it. It just has too many dips. By the time you bring all those dips in to where they're at a point where you can work from, I'm second guessing. I don't know that I'll even, I don't know if we should even try, because it's better right now as it is than if I cut it into pieces trying to make it something it can't be. But here's one. Again, a nice little flash of color in it, and the color goes back to about right here. So that one could cut us close to a carrot. This one, all right, that one right there might be the one. That one is kind of a crystally gemmy piece with the dome in the right place. There's a possibility, and then there's this one again. It's with that more sand than color and lots of beautiful color. I don't know, it's hard to give you the scale on these because they're tiny. They're teeny tiny. I got you zoomed in here and thinking we're dealing with 5 carat pieces, but that one right there is about a carat. Maybe a smidgen, maybe 1.25 carats starting weight. But let's start with that one and see if there's any chance we get anything out of it. I'm going to zoom you in tight because you got to be able to see stuff like this. Right? Come on. All right. Oh. I mean, come on. That color is just crazy. What if you just cut a stone out of that and ignored the imperfections? Then it would be like people. Be like people, where you go, let's see what we can find in this that's beautiful. Because everybody's got some sand in them. Yeah, what we might do is dop that up and just try to see what we cut out of it, ignoring the sand, and see what we end up with. Okay, so that was not going to cut us a carrot though. Let's go to this one. I'm going to try and move through these quick and get the... Yeah, so that one's got the crack all the way through it right there. So, if it wants to break, yep, there we go. So we got that one right there. The one piece, there's a color bar under that little cap right there, but it's going to be super thin. It's going to be tough to hit a carrot because it's going to be so thin once we get down to that color bar, but it might be pretty. Almost down through it. I think probably we'd be better off to dop it and then try to go down through it, because all it would take is a blink of an eye and be blown through the back of it. Getting tiny. Alright, I think if we dop that one up, we can cut something out of that one. Probably close to a carrot, actually, looking at it. This is the other half of it. So we got that color bar there. There's color on the very top. Getting down to that color bar, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're just about to poke through. Okay, we got just the skin left on it. Let me fix the sand on the bottom right there. Alright. Well, that one is going to cut a little something, but it's not going to be a carrot. Alright, moving right on through. We don't want this to take too long. Okay, man, there's crazy color right there. There's no color on this end. Let's take it back till we find color. Oh, we're starting to hit it there. Okay. Well, that little lump right there, even though it has color in it, has to go away to do anything with this. Take that top off, flatten out the bottom to give us something to work with. That's enough. Almost. That might be a contender right there. That might be a contender right there. I still got a skin on it, but that one will cut. That one's going to be a carrot. All right, we're looking up. We're looking up. Let's go around the edge of this one. This is the crystally one with the sand. Let's see if there's anything in here but sand. Ooh, it's pretty soft. It's mostly sand. So when you buy a parcel like this, I can tell you these two knobbies are the reason why I bought it. As I'm looking at them, I'm remembering that. This one already got snipped and had nothing, and this one is worse than I thought. So the value is not going to be where I thought it was going to be. My initial impression of this when I picked it up and saw it was that it's exactly as it is right here, and that is just all sand. So we got nothing that we can do there that's not just sand. So that one's a no. Let's finish looking at the knobby. This could be our 500. Oh, wait. Back up. What's that? There's color right there. There's blue on black right there. That was a showstopper. It's tiny, but it actually is there. Just a little wink of color on the top of that. Doesn't take much to get you excited on a lightning ridge piece. I mean, that's what we got, is one little dot of color on the top of it. But let's see if that sand's gonna let us get anything out of it. I'm hitting it on the other wheel real quick just to see if, I think that sand's gonna eat it up. It's just so small, and we might peek into that a little bit more. But that was exciting for a second. There was color in that lightning ridge piece. All right, what do we got here? How do we want to attack this one? If this is our bottom, I see a lot of sand in this one. And it's going to be crystal, so sand will have to come out. Let's get ourselves a base to work with. The base is mostly the sandy area we got to get out anyway. On these small crystals, you'll be able to see sand all the way through it. So I think freeforms are not off the table on this to be able to get our 1 carat stones. I don't know that we're going to get rid of that sand. Funny how so many people have liked the blue ones that I've cut lately, and they tend to be better on camera almost than in person. I don't think we're going to be able to make something out of that because of the sand, and color bar is kind of right there, and that sand is kind of going into it. I think we'd probably lose it all trying to get something, but I don't think we can cut something usable out of this one. Oh, I was excited about this one. Let's jump to it. This is going to be just bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. If we can get this one, clean up the edge just a little bit. Okay, that color bar is super thin up on this edge. But we're over 2 carats as it sits right there. That needs to come in a little bit. That sand right there is killing us. It's like weebled with sand, like those are holes. Alright, I think we dop that one up, see if we can get down in there. See if we can get in through that sand, stay in the color bar. I think it needs to come up a little bit on this end. I think we're going to lose the color bar before we get there, but that's a possibility of a little cracker of a gem. But it's also a possibility that that sand is just going to eat us left and right and center. But there's a chance, there is a chance. This is one of the bigger pieces. It was about 3 carats-ish. I weighed it. I don't know if we even have a color bar in this one. That's why it wasn't. We kind of maybe do. Kind of wanting to peek a color bar out right there. Can you see it? Not very well. I think we're almost down to more sand. Where's the color bar we're coming up on? I can see it hiding through, but it might be so thin that we'll be through it before we get to it. Or we'll be through it about the same time as we get to it. Okay, you can see, I think, that we're just right on top of a little bit of a color bar. If that sand will come out, and if we can get through the skin and still have color bar left. These are all maybes, and if you stack up enough maybes, one of them is going to be a yep. I hate that sand right there. It's messing with my vibe. Whatever color bar is there, barely even, I mean, you can see it a little bit right there, but it's faint. Come on, sand, get out of there. I think on this one, the further we went down looking for that color bar, the more we realized it was never really there. But it doesn't hurt to try. The sand is just about to disappear. The color just got slightly better. Alright, the sand just kind of went away. And there's kind of a color bar there. Kind of a faint little guy struggling on about this half of it and kind of curling around the edges. There's nothing right here on this back side. Well, we tried on that one. We tried on that one. We tried on that one. Where we left. Now this one's bright, but you can see that the color bar's half. So we got to come in. Got to come in there. Alright, we're already down to less than a carat now. We're right at one. Haven't hit color bar on this side yet, but it can't be far away. Heaven isn't too far away. Closer to it every day. Yeah, we only have color like right there on that tip. So I don't think we're going to waste more time on that one. Here's another little blue. Wait a minute. This is the one we already tried. Scratch that. Then we got this one. Again, I think this one is prettier just the way it is. I don't see any way to cut this. But it might make a really nice inlay or something like that. And you can't. Can you imagine that in a larger stone? That's the stuff dreams are made of right there. That's a heartbreaker that you just can't. I just can't look at this and see a way that. Should we try? Should we try? A little bit if we can get a bottom here. Doesn't even have to be like a full bottom. See how much we've already. There's just all the angles add up to nothing. Anyway, that's tragic that color that good is just nothing. All right, so what do we got that we can try for? Look at this one again. There's a chance on that one. It's not gonna. I mean, it's too narrow. Let me just show you what it would look like if that one hadn't had a crack in it and the whole thing was together. Not quite down to the color bar. There it is. Kind of directional, but still it would have been pretty. So we have, this is what we got that we can dop up. These are our chances. Which one of those is the contender? I'm going to say that one has a chance. Ugh. Well, let's just see what we get. We've moved to the fine wheel. We've got everything docked up. This is Operation Cut a Carrot from a Bargain Parcel. I will say that probably my disappointment in this was because like I said, it had been so long since I ordered it that I didn't know what was coming, and I was hoping obviously I didn't buy any of his good stuff in there. I just snagged a couple things. I think I might have been just kind of in there seeing the vibe and seeing how the process went on that. Every auction is slightly different, and when it showed up and it was this bag of little stuff, I was like, what the heck? But man, it still looks like we might have a fun little. This one's knocking on trying to be a carrot. Not if I try to get it perfectly round, but I can't help but try. We're not quite perfectly round, but so I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but there was a really nice tip on how to get perfectly round ones, and that was to chuck up your dopping stick on a drill and spin it up against it, just tickling it, and then just the high points will hit. Seems a little like cheating, but it definitely, in the concept, obviously would work. Can't tell if I'm about to blow through the color bar or if I'm getting down to the color bar. I think I still got potch on top. I hope I still got potch on top, because we still have a very irregular face, and we're shaving off precious points. Yeah, I'm hoping that's just a little bit of pot still sitting on the face, and we'll get it off. We'll get it off on the polishing wheel. Trying to make this video not too long. If that is skin and we get down to color all the way across the face, we won't have a carrot there, but I'm going to say this one's going to end up at about 0.6, 0.7. if we're going to get down to a color bar there, but I think we might. Anyway, okay, put that one aside. We're ready to move on with it. We got our sandy mess that we were just going to cut as if it wasn't full of sand. Just pretend like it was just a completely healthy, beautiful little 5-carat lightning ridge, red and blue on black with marquee pattern. You guys live in a fantasy world too? The sand's not getting better, that's for sure. Alright, we'll polish that just like that. We were going to leave that one as if the sand didn't matter. So we're down to our 2 best contenders, I think. Little cushion cut, you think? Or oval. We lose this side, some on this side if we go oval. We lose some on the other side if we go cushion cut. But as you can tell, I made a decision. Trying to get that sand out of the face. We're still sitting on a carat here. If I can get it together. If I can get that sand out of the face. Come on, Sandy, get out of there. You're taking away precious points. Not even precious carrots at this point. Almost out. Alright, I think the rest can come out on the polishing wheel. Alright, one left. One left. Ooh. This is a gemmy looking sucker. I got it on my lucky glass stopping stick, the last piece of a glass stopping stick I have left. Alright, we're going in. Justin would be so proud. You know, I think Justin spoils us, and maybe gives people a, I mean, not that he's not 100% transparent about it, but he deals in a grade and a quality level of lightning ridge that most of us wouldn't even have access to if we had the money for. He has the, you know, a lifetime of building up the market and the buyers and the mechanisms to sell stuff that, you know, so when he spends a lot of money, he can make a lot of money. But it sometimes gives us an inflated sense of what's possible when you're watching just the best of the best of the best. One of the best cutters in the world, cutting the best material in the world. It can lead us to be disappointed that we're not getting those same results when this stone right here came in a, I think it was an $80 parcel is what this cost. And I think you're about to see us win here. As long as this sand doesn't kill us. Come on, sand, be kind. Oh, it's gonna go right down the middle. It's gonna go right down the middle and kill us. How far does it go in? We got a decent amount of color, but we're gonna lose a lot of weight. No, it's getting worse. Dadgummit. Does it go all the way through? Dang it. Why? It's still going. It's gonna kill us. Let's have a moment of silence for our chance. That one was gonna be closer to 2 than 1 before we started chopping it down. Yeah, I don't think we get that out short of losing the whole thing. Just getting bigger and bigger. Dang it, I can't see it going down through the bottom, so. Alright, we struck out on our best chance there, but let's pretend like it's not there and finish it up. Alright, polishing wheel. Alright, this is the one that we thought we might get through the haze on the skin on the top. Clean up the outside. Clean up our dome. Can't tell, are we getting that haze off the top? Maybe just about. Are we there? Oh, look at the red. I don't know that we... I just made one final attempt to get that haze off the top. We'll know here in just a second if I was successful. It's not perfect in shape. Still has a bit of a haze right there in the middle. But that's our but you can't hate that. That's going to be right in that 1 carat range. That might be, that's going to let us call this a success maybe. That right there is the most painful thing I've seen all day, because look at that stone. Ah. The further we go down, the bigger that Sand kills us. It's the Eye of Sauron in reverse. Oh, that would have been a cracker, Jim. Just a stunner. Alright, I don't know what we got here. Did we end up with anything there? Not really. Not really. It ended up being far more sand. There's just a little bit of color left in between the sand. So that one was definitely not a win. What did we have here? I forget even. Another one that's just kind of right there in the middle. It's got that haze. We might try to get it out. Oh man. Oh, okay. A little bit of sandy water piled on the top, and I thought I'd introduced another sand spot. Woo, this one's gonna be a thin one, but did we get it out? I just don't think the way that is right there, and it's getting slightly darker. I think it's coming up on something not good, or through the color bar or whatever, but it's not getting better going down there, so we're gonna stop. That stone is a cute little one, green and blue. All right, polish now. All right, there's a bit of a spoiler alert for the other video I'm working on right now. There we go. There's your parcel. It probably wasn't, again, it's been long enough. I don't know why I bid on it or what I thought it was, but it showed up today and we did the best we could. I picked out the best of what we got. I paid 80 bucks for it. Did we get $80 worth of stones out of it? I don't think so. Did we get any that cut a carat? Well, the only three that we got a chance at are this one, and this one. This one, that sand spot got worse and worse and worse as we went. Unfortunately, that one would have been a carat for sure. And it would have been a $200 stone minimum, $300. And that isn't the fault of the seller. That's sand in the middle of a stone. Some of them don't work out. There's a cute little red guy. Again, that middle never really worked out, and I don't think going down further was getting better. And this one, same thing. We kept kind of going down, trying to chase, getting color into the middle. And that one is probably the best stone in the lot. Did we get a carat out of any of these? Well, let's check. I'm going to say no, but we might be close. Okay. First one, our sandy one, our best bet, 0.81. Like I said, that one was easily over a carat before we started trying to chase the sand out of it. I cut it in half from the top down. Our next, probably the best stone in the lot, 0.76, 3/4 of a carat, 0.7 pointer, and 0.65. Now those are not what I would call finished stones. They would need, if I was going to set them or use them or do something with them, I'd probably clean them up a little bit more. I wasn't going for perfection in the shape, or I mean, you can see on this one that we're not exactly perfectly round. And it just has that frustrating hole right dead center in the middle where we got color everywhere but there. I don't think that's sand. I think that's just something on the face, but yeah. But that's a nice little stone. I mean, shoot, 0.65. That's not nothing. And then 0.7 something. Again, a nice little stone. If I had an oval set of earrings that were like 5x7s and I had a matched stone that would match that, that one would be usable. And probably with that color and that stuff, that's a stone that would sell for, my guess is 40 or 50 bucks. If you really were looking to sell those three, you probably would get your money back out of it. There's still more chips and pieces in there you can use for inlay. I didn't lose anything on it. I had a good time cutting it. And honest, Brucey's opals. Let's see, it is Brucey's Os Opals. He has a fun auction. Seems like a super fun, super neat guy. Nice guy. He's got lightning ridge material, so it's a good place to get that. You're gonna pay more for lightning ridge material, and you're gonna have a lot more gamble on that more that you're spending. I think, if that's worth it to you. But he also has some very high quality Cooper Pedy and other fields that he sells as well. And so look for, if you go to Facebook, Brucey's Os Opals lives. I think he does one or two a week. There's not a ton of people in them, so you have a very good. If you see something you like, there's a good chance that you're going to be able to win that thing at a reasonable price. Like I said, I have a couple more parcels coming from him that I know are going to be better than this. That are actually some knobbies. I want to do some videos on cutting lightning ridge knobbies, and these are not super expensive Black Opal Direct quality knobbies, but there should be some fun stuff to cut in there, and I'm excited to get them. Again, if you can go support him, Brucey's Os Opals, if you're looking for a good place to get, especially Cooper Pedy or any range of the Lightning Ridge stuff, he's got it, and I would recommend you look him up. Thanks for watching.